Good evening, guys. We're going to jump right in here with the SPY. We're just going to look at the overall market and see what the market's doing, where it's probably heading, and some targets for you. I'm also going to go over a little more in depth of why volume profile makes sense and how you can really use the point of control to reference your trades in direction. So today, one thing I want to highlight is just the nice move that we've seen in the S&P. A lot of people going into Friday, you would think a lot of people are going to take profits into that weekend. I expect to see a down day tomorrow. I would be surprised if it's an up day, but then again, it is the market right now. It's what it's been doing, so maybe there is an up day. So some levels I'm watching. This point of control for the last 10 days is 11.1950, and I think that's a pretty important level. If we stay above that tomorrow, I would be pretty impressed. But really, we're looking at support from around 11.1850 and 118.50 and 120 respectively on the SPY. On the S&P, it would be around 1120 and 1185. So that's really the range I'm looking for tomorrow. If we break below it, you can see here there's absolutely no volume printed in this area. So I would expect that we'd move back down to the next level of high volume and test that. We may bounce there to the upside, or maybe we continue to move lower. But if the market breaks this 118.50-ish level, then we're probably going to go another 2 points lower. Just be aware of that, and don't. If you plan on going long into the weekend, maybe take a little bit of risk off. It may make some sense. Looking at the moving averages, they're all bending over, and it shows us that we're kind of going in consolidation mode. They aren't pointing up and price staying above them. Now price is weaving in between, and we're going to look at some balancing, seeing if it holds this high volume area up here, or if it's going to take off to the next leg lower. If we zoom out, this is a 4-hour chart of the SPY. Our point of control for the entire composite has shifted, and now we're seeing 120 on the SPY as the point of control versus it was 1150 just earlier today. So what that shows me is, regardless of direction, I'm going to be able to make, basically the market's going to move one way or the other, and I'm going to be able to make a trade based off of this point of control as my reference. And it's the equivalent of someone who likes moving averages to buy when it bounces off the 50-day moving average, or the 20-day moving average, whatever. This is just my tool that I use, and I think it's the most accurate because it measures volume. And obviously, if it has the most volume, that means the most money is at risk in that area at any given time. So people are going to, basically, the market's going to be pushed one way or the other. Someone's going to win, and when they do, it's going to cause a move one way or the other, usually bigger than one may think. It also relates on the time frame you're using. This being a 4-hour time frame, this was the standard move, whereas an intraday chart, this may be the move, and then you get stopped out on the way down. You just have to know what time frame you're trying to operate from and stick with it, and use all the other time frames as your reference to agree with the trade that you're about to enter. So, really to conclude on this 4-hour chart, we're going to see a move one way or the other. Just be ready for it and know that it's coming, because usually when the point of control shifts, price is going to move away from it, in the coming days. So I want to show the daily chart of the SPY, point out a few things. One, you can see the significant point of control that this is going back 2 years that the market has made. And you can see, let me zoom in, that we found great support there and have had a monster move higher. Now, one thing that concerns me if you're a buyer is we have moving averages moving straight down, and basically this yellow line is the value area high for the entire 2-year composite, and the goal of the value area is to contain 70% of the volume traded, and it tends to be a reflection point in the market. So I mean, it's probably why the market sold off here. It probably had a reason. Enough people look at it, just like moving averages, that it works when it's visible. But as far as I know, as long as the point of control stays under price, I think it's right to be a buyer, very long term speaking. If it starts to break below that, then it's something to look out for. And yeah, I would be nervous holding stock if the market dropped significantly below that 109, 108 level in the SPY. So, and this weekend I'm going to be going over, I'm going to be making videos of some technical analysis that I use, and volume profile included, to try to get everyone who's interested up to speed. I want to build a community that focuses on the right way to trade, because not many people know the right way, and there's a reason why so many people don't make it in this business. So my goal is to help people who want to make it and who want to better themselves but have the responsibility to do so. So keep an eye out, and thank you for watching.